Can't do an audiobook in a day because that's a lot of hours.
Yeah, that's why I don't like audiobooks. Okay, you can't skip.
You can't skip. Okay.
Here's what I would recommend for you. I'll give you a preview of the thing, 1 minute. Set a timer. I'd rather you read 2 minutes at breakfast, 2 minutes at lunch, and 2 minutes before you go to bed than try to sit down and read for an hour. Try that.
Okay.
But here's the rule.
Let's see if you get hooked.
Just get one book. Well, it will hook you more.
Right.
Take one book, do that. I mean, you don't have to read it 3 times a day, but read that one book and then swear to yourself, no matter how captivating it is, that you will not let the 75,000-year-old brain kick in. You'll close it. Don't throw it away. Put it on the bookshelf, and you'll read a new one the next day.
And go back to it someday. Okay. And then line up 365 books.
Yeah. Just go. One thing, I have a cool list on my website. It's not my own books. It's the 150. I don't know if I have about 135 listed. Read them in order. Okay. So read Dr. David Buss before you read, some modern one. I mean, read them in order. You must read in order to get the effect, or it won't work. So read Managing Oneself. I think I was number 1. Read, if you can afford it, David Buss. Read Richard Dawkins' Selfish Dream. Read Flow by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Read Kon-Tiki. Read Jerry Weintraub, When I Stopped Talking.
I read that a few years back.
So you don't have to read exactly in the order, but don't skip to my number 110 book.
Okay.
Read them at least one book per line in those orders.
There's a method there.
And modulate around. So like Monday, read a health book. Tuesday, read a wealth book. Wednesday, read a love social book. Okay. Thursday, read a book on flow, like happiness. Okay. So I spin around and around she goes. The good news is, all those of you who want mentorships, great mentors, all of you who want to raise investment money, you know how easy it is to raise investment money right now? But it's also almost impossible, because if you're impressive, if you walk up to people and you start talking about great ideas, association cognitive bias in their brain will associate you with Dr. David Buss. You will rise to his IQ. Trust it. I don't have the IQ of Dr. David Buss.
I think I gained that by interviewing people. I'm associated.
Exactly. So you're
visually
smart. That's why I say you need to do this daily.
You're probably right.
Do it daily. Try. Well, how about this? I shouldn't say that. See, I always fall. Our language falls into black and white.
Right.
Try it for a week. The worst thing is you stop, and maybe you go to 3 times a week.
Right. Start gulping.
But watch the customers. I'm telling you, people want to consume content. The more I put out, the more views and subscribers and things. I don't know. All I know is the average person watches 3 hours of TV a day, and the average 20-year-old plays 20 hours of video games. People want to stare at content.
Right.
That is, by the way, Dr. Kip Thornton summarized Einstein's law of time wars by saying people want to, all things in the universe move to where they age the most slowly. The reason if I jump out of this window, what floor are we on? The third?
Third.
Gravity will pull me down, because time is slower on the first floor than the third. People don't realize this is a law of physics. So we're naturally procrastinate and lazy, because it's easier to sit in a chair. It burns less fuel in our brain to watch content. So content creators have to just make more content. Right. I think you could make a 24/7 reality show. People would just stare.
They do that.
You're doing one that's bringing the good life to people.
Yeah, and you can tell by the people who watch it. A lot of them were at your event yesterday, and they're just these super positive, inquisitive. I mean, everybody was raising their hands.
Thanks for having me on here. And I'm like, a lot of the best people there, in terms of the more experienced one, are from London Real.
Yeah. Well, you're coming back in March, so we should do something together, or whatever. Do some type of promote live at a conference,
another talk or whatever.
Because we have a lot of synergies here. Because people that listen here, they want to get better. So
Hey, bet on yourself. It's the only one you can control. You can.